Welcome back to Friday night at the Black Dog. We are continuing our madcap confusion.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, confusion.
In this Hunter's Hunted game. And we have...
The moral of this story, if anybody's paying attention, do not leave it to player direction.
Yeah, players are terrible at choosing a direction.
Oh no, we can choose the right direction the wrong way, or the wrong direction, and go full steam. Mm-hmm. None of which is good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you are inquiring as to the nature of her, the sojourner.
Yes.
Oblivion.
The Deep Walker. The mine. And if even that didn't perk up Cole's interest, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. There is nothing.
Ominous thunder. Well, here's the thing.
I can roll a call about the Mind Taker, or whatever Meher is called.
I'm just gonna pass this that way.
Just said it. You just said it.
No. This is for you Xing Rob out. Okay. Do you want to make Rob take notes now that he's not doing arts and crafts? Take notes on the various sobriquets, the epithets that we give to her.
Whatever he wants to do.
Rob, did you want to make a listicle? Make an entry.
Mind bloom.
Yeah, it was Mind Bloom.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like I may have actually written that one down. Deep Walker, Sojourner of the Oblivion. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it mentions a Mind Bloom.
Were there any other invocations?
Sojourner of Oblivion, I think.
Yeah.
Yes. It that soars on dark winds.
Deep Walker.
Did you write that down? That soars on dark winds. Winds? Wings.
Winds.
Winds. Soars on dark winds.
Sounds like a bad mamma jamma.
I honestly thought you were going to say something about bats. Okay.
So,
yeah.
do a little occult rolling on this.
Okay.
Wait, a character that may be better at researching than me, since I just stuff it all over on a computer that's going to format itself in 10 minutes.
Well, I don't need a computer for this.
I don't need
intelligence occult.
I'm honestly waiting for him to decide that he needs lots and lots of pharmacoping skills. I'll drop acid and then roll my occult.
So, what is my difficulty here? More about the Mind Bloom? The Mind Taker?
We'll go with 7.
Okay, that makes it better then. 4.
Okay.
Really?
Not a Rob roll.
The Mind Bloom is referred to as an entity venerated for its ability to expand the mind into the cosmos, to be perceived beyond reality, and to elevate somebody.
Drug pun here.
Elevate an individual beyond their limitations.
This would be the point where I'd hold up a, Jim Morrison note card. Talking about the doors of perception.
Lots of...
So how do I find this dude? Because I know what I want to do now.
Oh.
He's in a box in a cave. We already walked past him.
Oh, jeez, really? We need to go back. I need to expand my mind.
You need to not.
You know that according to what you had learned from the Lady in Black, Mahar is being held in a ecstatic stasis.
Yes, Rob, that means he's too blissed out to really fuck with things.
We need to save him.
No.
Obviously we do. All the world needs to have their mind expanded.
I'm going to put him in the ground.
See, that would have been the perfect point for you to make like a hollow point joke where you have expanding bullets that expand his mind across the wall.
No, I got this new thing called an RIP round.
Yeah, to be fair, literally any bullet will do that. And if it
No.
expands
Now, what you really need to
through
get
his mind.
is the XM5 Spear, which is the new battle rifle that the military is getting.
Okay, so you're really banking deep on the mind expanding thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds pretty cool.
Well, okay. Then let's turn this around. If you know enough
Every
about
now and then
if you know enough about Mahur to understand that the mind bloom would expand consciousness, then logically the cults of Mahur would have rituals to undertake and do that, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
We could do the rituals without Mahur being part of it. And maybe this would allow us insight into what the hell we're dealing with and how we can deal with it, because clearly nobody else has, got any foothold.
Yes, this sounds logical, and I want to do this.
Also, I'm going to say that letting Mahur out 6 months early when our current timetable has Mahur getting out in 6 months. And what was the other thing, Derek?
What else, Derek? What else,
I didn't think this was going to be a hard question.
It became one.
What happens in 6 months?
Party. Party, party, party.
Runs out of power.
Party, party, party. Party, party, party. And this is why I take notes about stuff.
You don't remember what happens in 6 months?
Oh, I know. I'm just waiting for Derek or Tay-Tay to remember.
Well, no, that was why I was trying to steer you away from, releasing Mahur, because,
Oh, I know. I understand why you're getting me away from her, because that's bad.
the world ends.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, now I remember when you told me this.
Okay.
Oh, that?
Oh, that?
I was thinking it was something more
I figured
like
that's
that.
when my student loans started coming due.
Well, it is, but that's another problem.
Yeah.
Well, thank God the world's ending.
No wonder you want to let her out before the student loans are called in.
Let's see. I borrowed $40,000. I paid off $200,000, and I still have $42,000 to pay.
Yeah, time to let her out and destroy the
That
world.
sounds like student loans.
time.
Yep.
Student loans. That's
Student
about
loans. Yep.
it. Okay.
So
we should find some cults of her to expand our minds and...
no, what we should find is the rituals of the cults of Mahur, because
rituals of cults of
I'm
Mahur.
pretty sure.
I like that.
Okay. Do you remember back when I was telling you the other things that I found out about the cults of Mahur, being that they are in literally some of the most war-torn, genocidal areas.
Rascals, yes. I remember the Rascals part. Ooh, and we'd have to hire mercenaries and stuff, and that's not good.
That's why I go off on the, long-winded, irritating tangents, is maybe something will stick.
Yes, the Rascals
The
stuck. Seriously, I don't remember much about that. That's
Oh,
horrible. It's like I don't remember much, but I remember the Rascals part. Because I wrote that part down because Rascals. Yeah, they're Rascals, all right.
Yeah, there was a horrible genocide. Villages burned. Those
rascals.
So, is that a you problem or a me? Or is that a Derek problem?
It's a Derek problem, I bet.
Okay, Derek, go find us what the rituals of the cult of Mahur give us.
No.
What? No, literally, we've got to find something that actually, directs us on this.
I actually wouldn't have called a roll on culture intelligence. Maybe give me an idea where I could find literature about this. I mean, this sounds like a cultural thing, and if it's a cultural thing, I would imagine some anthropologists actually went
Most
there.
research is done through the academics skill.
But there you go.
I have. That's fine too. I mean,
You should have like 3 dots in academics.
I do, yeah. Culture made more sense to me, but if academics.
Well, culture would be to understand something you already know about a said culture. You said you wanted to do research.
Okay.
It's not bad.
No, it is not bad.
Difficulty? Because if we're using academics,
Yeah.
Kimiko has a point or two in it.
You have to have.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I know Kimiko has like 3 or 4.
What's the difficulty?
Derek has 1.
I have 2.
Ooh.
I literally put the minimum as academics too, because you would be graduate
I
students.
know I'm making a joke about Derek and Tay-Tay.
It's a bad one.
Bad joke.
Bad joke.
standard difficulty, increased difficulty, insane difficulty.
I'll put it at a 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's tragic.
As tragic as what Derek's rolling?
You got 5 successes?
Yeah.
Wow. Look at the big brain on Alvin. Alright, I got 2. I believe Derek got 2.
Yep.
Clearly we were not raised with this occult nonsense.
Well, this is my, area of study,
It's
so it
wheelhouse.
makes sense.
So you're
once.
looking for information based on the cults of Mahur or any other epithets, any other sobriquets therein.
Any other charcoal briquettes?
Charcoal briquettes.
Oh! And Mahur was associated with Nyarlathotep. Let's go down that road. Oh.
I was hoping that. I hope that's not an issue.
The association with this particular entity actually travels around through history. The foremost scholars versed in this are 1, Geist, 2,
I'm pretty sure he's responsible for this.
I swear,
he sent us to unprison Mahur. He's just waiting
there
to...
is,
How do we know he's not
there is a
Mahur?
It's not Mahur, he just wants to unleash Mahur, I think.
there's an Egyptian
But wouldn't that be the paradox?
academic, a Spanish academic, and 1 Mexican academic who all know about iterations of this worship through history.
Then what about the Japanese references? Remember, the true gospel of Jesus Christ has him, like living to 120 years old, and his tomb somewhere, I think outside Saitama.
Yeah, I know, somewhere in Japan. Yes, that makes sense. And his brother shows up in China.
Actually, okay, there's also a South Korean academic.
Ooh. We find out that the murder references are actually about Korean, not Japanese. Just a bunch of lying Japanese. Oh. That's really a Korean.
I was gonna say you really pushing those buttons. Well, at least it's a South Korean, not North Korean, because that would get ugly.
Oh God, yeah.
Did I ever tell you that I actually have a map with Sinanju on it?
Oh God, I gotta get something for this one because no one else is gonna know what. Yeah, this is a reference, but it's definitely a deep reference.
Deep cut is over in the other pile.
Yeah, because this is a deep cut reference. If you don't know what Sinanju is, then yeah.
Well, it's a very poor village where they have to take the children and take them to the sea
and drown them.
Yeah, because they can't afford.
Poor.
They can't afford to pay for their food. So anyway, and Sinanju is in North Korea.
Man.
Remind me at one of the gatherings. I'll try to pull my map out.
Poor Kevin and Tate have no idea. I don't think what.
Oh, and
they don't understand that. I'm reading the freaking book that it's talking about that.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to start pulling up all the Asian references to Maher. Well, do we want to do this with Geist's help, or do we want to try to do this without Geist's help?
Well, I would say with Geist's help, but I'm not sure how Kimiko feels about that, and I worry about Kimiko's feelings about this matter, so... I'm sorry! I'm a feeling individual, Derek! I worry about my teammates and what they may feel and how they may feel about the situation. I'm sorry you don't feel that way.
Kimiko makes sure to put the towels that she had to dry off with, that are still soaked in the blood of the Zoogs out of cold snap.
Alertness checks.
Alertness?
Perception alertness checks.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Roll it.
Can you make it higher? Like difficulty 7.
No. Roll it.
Difficulty 6.
Yes.
I'm not even going to... Okay, fine. I'll make them roll just like that.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
4.
4. 4?
You two notice a ping on Kimiko's aggregate stream. A mention of Tristan de Cunha.
Hey, we should probably look at that.
Yeah, Kimiko's currently doing like laundry. So
Click.
Get the fuck off my computers. What the fuck are you doing?
I would not touch her computers. Not even because he's a hippie and worries about, feelings, but just because it's Kimiko and he does not want to, he does not want to touch...
Does not want to have to reattach Derek's
limits. I don't want to attach my own limbs.
No, that's the thing, is I'd actually feel even less guilty because I've already got a replacement limb for Chuckles over there.
Well, he could use one. What?
So...
Just a sec. I'm doing something.
Wow.
That's sufficient enough. Yeah, the shuriken that will embed itself into the chair, next to you. Derek, we've talked about this.
Derek, boundaries, please.
And no, you can't take it.
I wasn't gonna. Just admire.
Okay. Do you remember what I said? Derek, do you remember what I said?
Remember, Derek?
No.
No touchy.
No touchy Kimiko
No touchy.
computers.
Touching
Just
my
about anything
computers
Kimiko,
is
unless
like
he says
touching
so.
me.
No.
I'm less afraid of touching her than touching any of her stuff.
And you're still pretty afraid of touching Kimiko.
Yeah, he is.
You usually get punched.
Or shanked.
That too.
See, that's why I don't touch
What's-
it.
what's the,
I don't have to worry about that.
I'm going to spritz down the keyboard and what compelled him to touch Precious?
A mention of Edinburgh of the Seven Seas and Tristan de Cunha.
Oh, and a unexplained fire.
Unexplained
No.
kaboom.
The current investigation.
Oh. We're wanted.
Of the lack of communication from the village.
Oh, so in about 6 weeks, somebody's going to show up there and go, "Oh, this is bad."
Oh no, the transport vessel had actually been a few days out, like 2 days out when you guys left.
Right, because that was the boat we were going to be deported on.
Yeah, and when they showed up at the village, nobody was there.
Oh. Whoops.
What do you mean, fucking whoops?
There was evidence of a explosion.
An earth-shattering kaboom.
Yes, in one cottage, but other than that, no residents can be found.
All right, we need to step up our timetable. Do you see a problem with this?
What, stepping up the timetable,
Yes.
or?
I don't see a problem stepping up the timetable.
Now, do you see
I
a problem
see a
with
problem.
with the extinction of a population?
Yeah, that's bad. That's
Yeah,
like,
and what do you think might be behind it?
I assume it's the Lady in Black.
Wrong.
Wow.
Well, you know, that one dude killed himself.
This
I
was
mean,
Meher. We drew a bullseye to that island.
crap.
Couldn't
Yeah.
figure out the exact spot, so he just went.
No.
Goodbye.
He had us guide him to the freaking spot.
The spot was then blown up.
Yeah, God.
Oh, that, yeah.
It's always nice to know we're a freaking guide dog for Meher.
Yeah, this is why I don't want to involve ourselves with the cult of Meher. That's why I don't want to,
Yeah, bad juju.
do a ritual to Meher. This is why I want to do a ritual to see if we can understand. I feel like that's a distinction without difference, but, I still like to work on it. Yeah.
There is a, as you're reading the article, there's an update. Like, it reloads and there's an update. Yeah. A single individual has been found.
Okay. And it's Derek.
No.
Alright, game. What's going on?
No, it seems to be a man that was previously a crewman on one of the transport ships
Okay.
from Burundi. And he was taken into custody for questioning as a person of interest.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull like a full, thing on Buddy, even though I know probably all I need to know. Let me guess, he was, just an average sort of guy raised in a, kind of distant village in Burundi that was known for, maybe some weird, whisperings in the populace, maybe a little cult action, maybe a little something
strange. I mean, generally attributed to local superstitions and.
Yeah, following this?
I am. Yeah, I'm just kind of trying to write it down. Actually,
that he was questioned. In amongst this, they speak of investigators finding no signs of struggle within the village. There were nonsensical vandalism around, and eventually the young man was convinced to take them to where the villagers were.
Up the mountain?
Up the mountain.
I don't suppose that they were precipitated into a pyroclastic flow, were they?
No. Actually. At least...
That means dropped in lava.
I understand.
They were not actually thrown or dropped into lava, but there was signs of scorching. Each villager was found in a rather strange position for deceased people.
Even scorched deceased people, because they can get into the pugilist thing.
Yeah, no, this is only... It seems scorched from the neck up.
Hey, they got their minds blown.
Did you get that, Rob? Did you write
I'm
that?
working on it.
Okay. They got their minds expanded.
The skin seems to have peeled away
Like a banana.
from the head, and the back of the skull hangs. It seems like there was a puncture from the inside, and there's no sign of a brain.
I don't want to go out like that.
Well,
you need a brain to go out like that, so don't worry.
here's the neat thing, Derek.
You are advocating for getting cracked like a coconut.
Well,
The story goes on to state that it is a horrible tragedy, and it is currently under further investigation. The authorities of the Crown will be taking a intense interest on the loss of upwards of 200 people.
Part of me just, go like slips a fucking cog on that. What kind of investigations are done in like World of Darkness? It's like you've got international investigators showing up, and then there's this dude from the Vatican that's just kind of tagging along. And
I imagine you get used to it after a while.
that's my question. Is like the weirdest of weird. It's like X-Files would be normal in comparison.
FBI, yeah, no problem there, yeah, go ahead,
Yeah, but,
We're not even asking why the FBI is investigating this local crime that no one would actually be interested in.
It's like Milton Dammers from The Frighteners. He's like the normal agent on the team, and like there's this guy over here that collects like porcelain cats, and nobody blinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's
It's a
another
normal thing.
Here's another guy that obsessively like covers all, exposed skin in Vaseline and then like dish gloves, and nobody questions it. It's like,
But enough about your characters.
There is a photo of one of the investigators that seems to have absolutely no body hair.
yep.
Yep.
Yeah, again, like this would be the weirdest thing.
It's doubly striking that it is a woman of what would assume South American descent.
Mm-hmm.
Did you write that down? You might should.
Okay.
This is far enough,
It's specific.
This is far enough in the weeds that it may come up later. No body hair, South American. And for once, that's not like a weird in joke that I'm, able to pick up.
Okay. I assumed it was.
When I start saying that this person looks like a Pacific Islander version of Tilda Swinton, then you can start being worried.
Write that down too.
Worried if
Anybody looks like Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, at that point, I'm not going to worry if, the local Rokia shows up to mess with me. Oh no! Then she looks at Derek. Do you work out? All right.
Ping for Doanoid.
Yep. So, let's circle back to the Mind Bloom.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly how this should work out, but I feel like we have learned something today.
Yeah.
Bloom in your mind may not be fun.
Yeah, that's the big thing I'm picking up right now is blooming your mind might not be
It's a
literal versus figurative
Can
thing.
I get a jump start on next week? Can I get a jump start on next week?
coconut.
Not a metaphor. Got that, Rob?
Yeah.
Blooming your mind? Not a metaphor.
Not a metaphor.
Not a metaphor.
I mean, the head looks like
we figured that.
Yeah, we don't need pictures.
We understood that.
We don't want to get whatever demonetized by
Demonkeytized at that point.
demonkeytized for making sure everyone has a picture of that in their heads.
Yeah, no, that Kevin's one step away from. No, really, check it out.
Yeah.
I drew it. I used Grey's Anatomy to make it anatomically accurate.
You mean the book? No, the TV show.
What? I made a 3D model.
I don't.
Look, I mapped out the vascular systems and everything.
They go splash. Anyway, so not a metaphor.
No, not a metaphor.
Record's not even over here anymore.
So
It's a meta 5.
all right.
Meta 5.
Now then, that only raises new questions. As in, what does this ritual actually enact for, Sparkalicious there? I wonder if that's... They stuck it out on Tristan de Cunha maybe as a triangulation point. If there's a heavy cult in Burundi. then maybe we'd be going...
Somewhere in South America?
No. Other direction. Because Burundi is sub-Saharan Africa. And if that's where the cult is heaviest, because that's the only place that actually has current cult activity that is recognized and internationally understood and available on the internet, then the big question is if there's a reason for the proximity of being on Tristan de Cunha as opposed to Africa, because Tristan de Cunha, what we previously thought was the reasoning of his dwelling there was due to trying to avoid something and be ridiculously remote. What if instead he was locking down a specific area, and this could actually be traced to trying to enclose the cult's activities, and in doing so they showed up to destabilize what was already a hard point against the cult activity, then logically it would be bounded by specific points. But question is how much of this actually holds. Because logically the other thing would be they would be going to somewhere like Madagascar and Spain.
Are you thinking, I assume you're thinking like a triangle shape, right?
That's the most stable shape for holding something within.
Okay, here, I'm just throwing this out just in case. What if they're doing cardinal points?
Well, that's the thing, is if they could basically be doing cardinal points. And the cardinal points would be Madagascar and Spain. We've already talked about how much Spanish language discussion there is on the cult. Because there was the Mexican scholar and the Spanish scholar. Having two scholars of a specific language group is actually startling in that logically we wouldn't have that much overlap.
Well, we have Egyptian, academic, Spanish, Mexican.
Right.
And the Japanese.
No, South Korean. And we've got the
right.
Japanese
Korean.
text.
Yeah.
There's one other person you're forgetting.
Which was?
Geist.
Yeah, we're ignoring him.
I didn't bring him up, but yeah, you're right. I should have mentioned him because that's like another point, but... Well, actually, is Geist originally from the U.S., though?
You want me to search it out and format the rest of my hard drives?
Yeah, it just seems like...
All I'm going to get is a winking bunny and, everything on my hard drive flatlines.
Don't forget the WAV file that'll be filling up your whole freaking hard drive. It's like, no, I don't want to bring that kind of horribleness to Kimiko. You suffered enough already.
It's his version of
Oh, God.
Or you could just, check his autobiography.
Yeah. Because I'm sure he doesn't lie about that.
He might not.
Okay, you check his damn autobiography.
I'll check his autobiography because I feel less endangered
it's actually pretty easy to find because it's the only one that has the little button on the front. Quit pushing that. I'm going to remove the batteries on that.
Solar powered.
What?
We're in northern Michigan. The sun never shines.
Also thermal powered. You're holding it, so it's charged.
That only makes it worse when I throw it on the fire. You've fallen into my trap. Hate that guy.
I swear the lack of dealing with him is only because of what you're saying. It's just... I'm just being polite with you.
Well, no, I understand that. I just find it funny that,
Dr.
Herr Geist.
Malachi
Benvolio
Geist was actually originally born in Argentina.
Figures.
Why does it figure?
It just does.
Why?
Demand sounds German.
Oh, I see. You're gonna pull a Nazi connection. Okay.
Nice.
I just like you. I like
I'm
knowing you're.
surprised he's the one that made it.
No, I'm busy, checking something else.
I just thought there would be a straight German connection. I didn't think about going for Argentina first. 3?
Mexican, Spanish, Spain, Mexican, Spanish, Argentinian. 3 dedicated to the same language group.
That's true, yeah.
No, that was my thing, is I wanted to make sure that Argentina didn't speak Portuguese, so I'd look like an absolute tool.
I believe.
No, you just look like a normal tool.
Well, and Brazil also has a heavy Japanese population, which just makes it real weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, except that they at least speak Portuguese.
Do you know why I'm so confident about that fact? Because back in the really sketchy days of internet file trading, there was a Brazilian guy that mostly spoke in Japanese on those particular.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, the reason why I think of that when you're talking about Japanese people in Brazil, because I remember there was a hostage crisis, and it's like they're talking about the Japanese people in Brazil, and I thought, well, that's weird. It's like, a news thing comes up, and it's like, I was not expecting that to show up.
I do love the sharp divide there. Rob's like, I do it because I keep a track of world events, and
it was an odd world event.
World events. I'm like, hot wares. I actually remember the guy's handle too. I wonder if he's still out there. It was a weird handle. All right. Anyway.
Oh, and you're not going to discuss it with the class here?
Stone Rhino.
Stone Rhino. I'm not sure if that's important, but I better write it down.
Yeah, Stone Rhino. He actually was one of the big files
yes,
back in the day.
It is presumable that Dr. Geist does in fact speak Spanish.
And German. I think we all knew he was going to speak German.
That is an assumption.
No, it's not.
Assumption, yeah. Let's just say it's an assumption.
He does not have a German accent.
He doesn't have a Spanish accent either. How can you get an accent from...
We won't talk about his uncle there. Uncle Adolf.
Yeah, I was going to say, Algernon Krieger.
Wow.
Yeah, get some use out of that now.
No. See, that's the thing. Is
we do not need Archer references popping up here.
Oh, it's too late, because when the final battle comes, we will find him in his pillow fort in the center of his mansion. I do not recognize your authority in Fort Kickass.
And then he sends the orphans to attack.
Exactly.
Go, my war orphans!
Yeah, and also they're still on collars and chained to.
I swear, some of these things we're posting on Facebook, we should just, or YouTube, we should have. Can you spot all the references we made during the video?
Because we can't.
Oh, this is bad.
It's a viewer interaction. We asked them, hey, can you spot all the references we made to the stuff we watch?
Also, I have now decreed it. His mansion will hereafter be known as Fort Kickass.
Fort Kickass.
It is now in Rob's notes. So it is written, so it must be done. Anyway. So, yeah. No, I'm literally just throwing things at a wall on this. But the fact that there's...
Derek is too, but not the same kind of things, if you know what I'm saying.
Actually, Derek probably found, one of my kunai and is living out his Naruto fantasy.
That's better than what I was thinking.
At that point, he'd just be doing this in the middle of the conversation.
He loses 3 fingers and an ear. What? I'm badass.
Alright, now I'm cool.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Wow.
Did you now?
I love how, we ranged so close to really irritating Kevin. He's like, believe it. Yeah, okay. We're done.
And then I pull up a slow knife.
the slow kunai. Yeah. What was the? Oh yeah. Yeah. So I have to. Okay. As Rob. Okay.
Derail.
You're not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Derail.
So the current plot line that I have to say, I was wrong. I had misguessed on where the plot line was going. I thought honestly when the two factions in the series were competing for the one MacGuffin that this was obviously not going to happen. We need to find the MacGuffin so we can find Sasuke. And the other one is we need to find the MacGuffin to restore our clan. I figured it was going to be okay. They will understand that, the actual destruction of this clan is actually maybe a little more important than, trying to track down Sasuke. But, then they resolved the whole thing with a fart joke. Remember the bug subplot? It was all just a contrived fart joke.
It was a very elaborate one.
Oh, it was like 4 episodes full of lead up to fart joke.
It was character building, and then a funny.
And then fart joke.
Oh right, that one.
Yes, the Bukicho beetle.
Elephant beetle.
The elephant beetle with a giant schnoz, as opposed to the normal beetle with the giant schnoz.
And then ruining it with a fart joke.
Hashtag fart joke lol. All right. So.
Don't
set my standards too high.
Yeah.
Rob, what's our next move? Do we lay this all at the feet of Herr Dr. Geist and have him send us off to somewhere in the wilds of Idaho to fetch him ice cream? Or...
Potato flavored.
God. I can't function without my russet cream.
You started this.
The worst part of it is we'd come back and he'd be making an ice cream cone and just watching us. He'd scoop. His eyes would never... He would never break eye contact.
I'm gonna ask my cards because...
Should we talk... That was just the best use for magical skill. Should we talk to Geist? You're not really sure how, but you drew 3 cards, Rob. The first one was, ooh. Second one was, ooh. And the third one was, ooh.
I didn't know that was even a tarot card.
And why do you have 3 of them?
What's my difficulty?
Probably standard.
Yeah, I'll make it standard.
So it's 7?
6.
6? Okay.
Because your cards give you a...
Oh, God, yeah, that drops it down. I got 6 on it.
Okay.
Should we talk to the professor?
Tower, moon, gun. Hangman, hangman, hangman. That's weird.
I'm going to say something like... Hangman, Hierophant...
Oh, man.
2 of Staves? Oh.
Oh, yes. The
Costco card.
your Costco card! How did that get in my tarot deck?
You get the general impression that, talking to the professor would lead to wisdom at a potential caveat. There may be more to it that you may not want to deal with.
Okay, follow-up question. Should we just undertake a ritual of Mahar?
Oh, that should be... Yeah, this is going to be the one I fail, probably.
I mean, we have basically a binary choice. Do we let the professor guide us through this whole problem, or do we take self-initiative and try to guide ourselves?
Should we take self-initiative to solve this by ourselves? Yeah, this is not looking good. I see 2 1s already.
Well, I see that 10 that's gone.
Yeah, their 10 is gone. Let's see, there's an 8 that's gone. No, actually, that'd be a 9 that's gone.
So he's got at least one success.
We got 2 successes.
It's not a botch.
It's not a botch.
Yeah, I would love to have you, pull like a triple botch. Should we do this on our own? Signs point to yes.
That would lead to enlightenment.
Oh, God.
Coconut.
I'm leaving it to Kimiko because I'm afraid that if I followed my
and deep
heart,
understanding.
if I followed my heart, this is not going to get to a good place.
Coconut.
No, because literally what we've got... You succeeded on both rolls.
Yeah.
You over-succeeded on Geist, which gave you the, there's some hooks in this deal. The success on this tells me that actually, the success on this tells me that it's probably not as terrible an idea as you're thinking.
Which one? The second one, you mean?
Yeah, undertaking the ritual gives us a success. They both give us successes. They both give us enlightenment. Wait, no.
No.
Wisdom.
The second one gives you
Note this down.
insight or enlightenment and insight.
The first one
gives you
wisdom and caveat.
Yeah, wisdom and with attachments.
Okay, now I want to make sure I write this on. So the first gives us
Wisdom with attachments. Basically, the understanding that nothing is simple and disconnected.
I think if we ask the hair professor, we're obviously going to have attachments. There's always something more.
Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
it leads to the logical conclusion that getting him involved will have
Extremely logical consequences that you two are less worried about, but Kimiko is extraordinarily annoyed by.
So that's the thing. That's why I being a hippie like I am, I worry about the people in my group and how they feel.
The second reading is far more vague. It just reveals that there will be the consequences of that action will be enlightenment and insight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel... Okay. I don't see how there's any negative attached to the second one. But also, we only had 2 successes.
Yeah, like I said, it's more vague. And less of... Actually, the second one gives less of an emphasis on outcomes, more
Wisdom. Well, no, more insight.
Yeah, it will give you something. Whether that's good or bad is not indicated.
Wisdom, yeah, wisdom is not a...
You'll learn something.
Yeah, it's wisdom we'd learn. Good wisdom, bad wisdom. We don't know. It's wisdom.
Go with
Starry wisdom. Yeah, because the guys in the Lovecraft story, when they enacted ritual, nothing bad happened there, right? Right?
No.
No.
Right. Okay, good.
That
Excellent.
would be silly.
That would be silly.
Why are you speaking such silly things?
All right. Was there anything else we wanted to ask? I was like, was there anything else?
Yeah, ask that to ask.
Any input?
The
From
cards
Derek.
say, just get a magic 8 ball, damn it.
Yeah. Cards are like, we've had enough. You pull out the cards every time you want to buy a pint of milk.
Why don't you just use this for intended purposes? Of fortunes of people.
Rob is indecisive.
Oh.
All right. So, any thoughts? Either of you?
I'm thinking about going to the professor. Here's why.
Okay.
So, I have a feeling that people with the brains expanded got some enlightenment and insight, and I have a feeling that's probably not the enlightenment and insight we should seek out, because, you know, you're kind of pointing this out to me earlier that that's not the kind of insight I should look for, even though I found that interesting.
Okay. Here's what I'm trying to get to. Going to the cult of Maher, bad idea.
Yeah.
Doing the rituals dedicated to Maher, also similarly bad idea. Doing the rituals without invoking Maher, insight. Your cards didn't say this will end with your head, turned into a sculpture.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, good, bad, or otherwise, your cards would say, yeah, you will die doing this.
I don't know. I can't.
Your end will be glorious.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're encroaching rapidly on returning to the dreamlands. So you're dead in the real world but living here. Oh no, I only dreamed of the real world from here. Oh. None of the cards talked about ascending to, a higher consciousness. It didn't do any of the vague religious blandishments of you will die and receive your just reward. It just said it would be enlightened. No, did you say enlightening? I feel like you said enlightening. It would give us
enlightenment and insight.
It would give us insight. Insight's the big thing. Insight, I feel like the interpretation there is insight when we're dead is not insight. It's something else. Hindsight?
You may have something that could help focus this, clarify it.
Yeah, it might. What could that be, Kevin?
the thing in your
I mean...
What?
You may have asked a guy about how to do
I mean,
the thing.
here's the big thing. The answers I'm giving are mainly because I don't actually know the symbolism behind the tarot accurate enough to give you cards that will.
He's just giving you general guideposts.
I'm giving you interpretations.
Because the Hanged Man would be pretty straightforward. You're gonna die.
No, actually, that's a matter of change.
Yeah, but if it's combined with something else...
No. I think you may be right. I'm getting confused with the death card.
Death is change.
Death is change. The Hangman is bad.
The Hangman is usually the worst one. The Tower is also bad.
Yeah.
That said, it could be either way. I'm just given a interpretation.
Well, okay. Would he be able to tell the difference between learning and dying? I feel like that's the important thing.
Well,
we
the
need to nail
question, the problem is the nuance of these situations, and none of it's clear. If you ask, am I going to die if I do this? That would be pretty cut and dry. But you also have to ask, what's answering?
Yeah, we had that issue before that, what answered and gave us
is
the clue.
Maher,
Yeah, Maher.
Yeah, and that's
Maher probably wants us to explore the... I don't know. I'm thinking of talking to the professor. It's just I'm feeling bad because I know Kimiko and the professor are not,
Here's my thing.
I feel bad. I don't want to...
I actually have an answer for this.
Okay.
I actually have an answer for this. So, your viewpoint is the professor might have the answers.
Yes.
My viewpoint is, why hasn't the professor given us the answers? And
That's
as
a good
soon as we
point.
can answer that question, then I will trust him. Without the answer to that question, I'm back to square one. And yes, I don't trust the professor. Yes.
Yes.
That said, I think he's turned us loose in the past to seek out the answers because we're capable of doing it.
Okay.
First thing, we retrieved the gun. Second thing, we showed up at Electric Forest. Things happened. Other things happened. We tracked down Floyd. Genie's out of the bottle. Bob's your uncle. Okay.
Yeah.
He was not at all perturbed by this. Either he accurately predicted that this was going to happen, or he understood that anything we did was not going to incrementally change the outcome. The professor, even everything to the side, with my opinions, professors left us to figure these things out. At no point has he dispensed himself as a fount of wisdom to be tapped.
True.
So, with those two factors in mind, I feel like going back to him to ask the pertinent questions is a last-ditch, last resort.
Yes.
So, I think our first line of defense, our first option should be to take what we know and try to use it and see what happens. Yes, Maher may have been manipulating things up to this point, but here's the other question. If Maher is currently still manipulating you,
Yeah.
and by proxy all of us, if Maher is manipulating you, we are actually better pawns alive than dead.
I want to write that down, actually. That's a good
Okay.
point.
So, with that in mind, again, the professor has not said not to do it. The professor still knows more than we do. These two things added together, he knew we were going to go out and look into the stuff on Maher, if what we were going to do was going to be a concern, he would have tried to stop us.
Indeed.
Because we're still feeling around in the dark on things that he already knows far more about. Hence why he knew a number of people at Electric Forest. Hence why the lady in black knows him on a first-name basis.
Yeah.
And doesn't like him.
And doesn't
She's my
like
spirit animal. Anyway.
Also, he's not too fond of her.
She's my spirit animal. Anyway. I don't know why he likes me. Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
Doorbell rings.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I have a doorbell? Anyway.
Yeah, a ring doorbell.
Yeah. Derek, go answer the door.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for noticing, Derek.
I was just about to ask Derek's opinion on things.
Derek finally has a purpose.
Oh.
Derek has some lines this episode.
There's a...
FedEx package.
No.
Sweet, my dirty pair of figures. What? My dirty pair poster.
A food delivery.
Hemlock tea. Neat.
Who's this from?
Who are you asking?
Probably the delivery person, I assume.
Yeah.
It's from the Chinese restaurant in town.
Come on. Get the name of the Chinese restaurant, because Kevin's got it written down.
I was just checking to see if I had any restaurants written down.
I love this. Yeah, it's from the Szechuan place, Wang Chung.
Hey, so
So should I write
Yes.
No.
food delivery from, what was it, Kevin?
Wang Chung.
Wing Chong.
No. It's not Wang Chung.
They actually have a really catchy ad.
I bet they do.
It's not Wang Chung.
Okay, not Wang Chung. That's an interesting. I didn't know "not" was a Chinese word. Not Wang Chung.
Not Wang Chung.
Not
No,
Wang Chung.
it's A1 Golden Great China Kitchen.
A1 Great Gold Guy.
A1 Golden Great China Kitchen. Yeah.
A1.
And if you have a
Great.
drumstick, your brain stops ticking.
And I did flip the adjective from their standard order just to mess with people.
A1 Golden Great China Kitchen.
Because it's supposed to be size or such before color.
whatever.
But
Hold on. I know. Oh, I think this calls for rules. Go ahead, Kevin.
Grammatic rule.
No, it's the unwritten. It's the unwritten
written.
adjective.
The written but never explicated to American students.
Mm-hmm.
You're just supposed to know that.
No, you just understand it.
Yes. Tay-Tay, you're just supposed to know it.
Because it's the small green lizard, not the green small lizard.
Yeah, Tay-Tay.
So now that we've got our food order, we can watch X-Files with no lights on.
Oh, yeah. No, there's several orders of, there's lo mein and,
Hi, man.
and General Tso's and fried rice,
Some vegetarian?
vegetable delight.
Oh, okay. I love some vegetable delight.
Who wants to tell him there's fish sauce in it?
I'm not gonna. It's gonna be fun to tell him after he eats it.
And some white rice.
That's racist.
Also, there's a,
That's
it comes with a 2-liter of Josta.
Oh, now they're pushing things.
Yeah. This is the line Rob does not cross.
Yeah.
No.
We do not cross the Josta line.
No, because imagine.
If there's any place in the world of darkness that would have this, it'd be here. Or are you saying that the world of darkness at this point is a fucking utopia compared to the real world?
No, I'm saying that it's worse than the real world. Put Josta in it so that you don't really know if it's actually worse or not.
It doesn't matter. I mean, that's for Derek anyway. Kimiko's just gonna get herself a green tea.
Matcha?
He's got a little tin of gunpowder that she keeps.
Gunpowder tea?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Derek has some gunpowder too, just not as heat for it.
Yeah, not this type of
You don't know
gunpowder.
that.
Okay.
She knows that.
I think everybody knows that you're a gun nut.
The delivery driver just leaves.
Did you tip him?
You do that on the app.
I didn't order this.
Neither did I.
No, Geist ordered it, but you should still... I'll flag him down.
He stops.
Give him a 20.
Oh. He says thanks. Drives off.
Because here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Herr Dr. Malachi Benvolio Geist is a really crappy tipper.
Probably is.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that would give you the folded 20 and you open it up and it's not actually 20 and the other half is the real wealth in life is caring and family. Not gonna fight me on that one. Not gonna say I'm wrong.
You can think what you want. You're
Oh!
entitled to come up with your
I
own-
finally got the raw nerve.
You touch that nerve.
Yeah, when I said that.
No, he tips fine.
Yeah, of course he does.
Generally 25% of the
Yeah.
tab.
Sure he does.
I mean, he does. So if the service is shit, he will pretend to be German and.
If the service is shit, then he beats the orphans.
No, he pretends to be German and not understand the concept of tipping.
Okay. This is where your world building just bit you in the ass, considering everything in this goddamn city is heavily German, centered. So I'm just going to call just straight bullshit on that and go on with it. So anyway.
Yeah, I just put down that if his service is shitty, then he beats the orphans.
Exactly.
I told you, no! No mustard on my liverwurst! None!
Not a euphemism.
You go to hell. You go to hell and die.
Late at night, he likes a little mustard on the end of his liverwurst. So anyway, yeah. I'll check the receipt.
For what?
At the end of it.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now, is there anything about who ordered this crap?
Yeah.
And who ordered it?
It was credited to the university's account.
Yeah, so it was Geist.
Is Geist.
It was Geist. Wait. I'm going to actually check the account number and see,
Which department got credit?
No, I'm literally just going to hacksaw it and figure out, the direction and, provenance of it.
Okay.
Heck, that piece of paper good.
Oh, don't make me smack you.
Smacking. No.
I will.
No. Smack.
Don't make me. That is the most Kimiko roll handy.
So, no successes?
Oh, no, you'll love this. So, setting aside the 4 and the 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1-1, 1-1, 1-1-1. No, that's pretty hot.
No, it's 4 10s, 2 1s. So, 2 10s, 3 successes.
What was the final?
8.
An 8.
Yeah. Which, with her ability, is a 10. So. Anyway.
Yes, because you are so effing paranoid, delve
You're
into...
right. Because there's nothing in the world of darkness that would reinforce,
Paranoia.
Right, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah, because
cat.
everything's sunshine and rainbows in the land of world of darkness.
Yeah, on my computer screen, I see the shadowy imprint of a werewolf nosing in. It gets backhanded by a rabbit, and then my antivirus wipes both of them out so I can go on hacking. Garuga.
Everybody uses Garuga.
Garuga.
Yeah. It seems to be...
It literally originated from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Okay.
nefarious. He buys you dinner.
Yeah, because...
That bastard!
Don't you even start. Because I'm going to... Because clearly this guy has no agenda ever.
No!
Oh, we're talking
Oh my god.
He also... there's a text message.
He finally gets around to, oh, by the way, I bought you food. Yeah, we figured that out, Sparklehoof. What's the text?
He assumed you would all have gathered by now, and he thought you might be hungry. And also, could you look up a individual by the name of George Rehnquist? He just came by the office to try and adopt all of the orphans.
Oh, shit, son. It's gotten real.
No.
I'm getting real tired of Kimiko rolls.
Nice.
No, you'll like this.
Whole lot of 10s and 1s.
No, worse.
Oh no.
2 successes.
Wow.
The successes were on 5s.
2 successes at 5.
Roll 8 dice. 2 successes.
He, you can dig up that.
Well, first off, I'm going to run through all the surveillance cameras handy, follow this itinerary, pull up all facial recognition, see where he arrived, see how he arrived, what his car is rented under.
Okay.
The standard Kimiko paranoia.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're going to be calling me out on paranoia now.
It's a Hertz rental.
Oh!
Rented with a company credit card.
What company?
Edison Vickers. Was it Vickers?
Yes.
Okay. Edison Vickers.
Let's see. Yeah, no. Here's the best thing. I love this. Look into this guy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So this is a rental car. Well, that's interesting. Let me see. Okay. It's a company credit card. Well, who's got? Oh, Edison. Boom.
Pretty much.
I really
Guys! You smell your con.
no. The werewolf in the Umbra is now my con. The Occam's razor. It's not because I'm researching this. It's because there's a werewolf that doesn't want me researching it.
Or whatever.
Or whatever,
Yeah, I'm not gonna go into the weirder things that are causing internet outages.
You get in a fight on Fortnite with a South Korean player, and he calls you a dog baby, and then
Oh!
No. You just handed me the keys to the kingdom.
oh, did I?
Yeah.
Do.
No, literally. All I have to do to fuck someone up is send them a QR code, and I will shut down entire systems. I can take down a country now. In fact, I'm going to, I'm going to,
I'm gonna say
Here's
this
a
to
few
guys.
countries I want to take down now.
No, literally, I'm going to put a QR code on, on a wall, in Estonia. Estonia. Why not? And if anybody scans it,
Estonia, we're calling you out.
all I have to do is somebody's like, what does this mean? And suddenly, like, the power grid in Estonia goes down because a guy sitting on his coffee break at the power plant's like, what the hell is Edison Vickers? I can literally destroy, the nuclear stockpile doing this. QR codes.
Okay, sure.
No, when
I'm
it's
gonna send this to guys real quick.
when it started into Fortnite players, I imagine, the South Koreans like, KKKKKKK, Edison Victor, log off.
How to crash a Fortnite server.
Yeah, you got one guy dressed up like a light bulb, another guy's dressed up as a World War I heavy machine gun. Hey, I crashed the server.
Whoa!
Did you get enough?
Food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then drive over to Geist's and tell him that what he wanted me to research has literally shut down my servers.
Okay.
Because, and I will write, I'll take 2 note cards, write Edison on one, fold it, 1 circle. Vickers, fold it, 2, give those to him, don't look at it.
His brain shuts down.
Derek immediately looks at it. This is a
Okay.
willpower to look.
If I had failed,
Self-control.
you said don't look at it. Curious.
No, so, yeah, go there. In
Go
the
ahead.
meantime,
Thanks, and I go for the road.
take the whole bag.
Okay.
All right. So, at this point, we have discovered a couple things. You with me?
Yes. I
Right.
am with you. We're discovered a couple of things.
Why are there 2 derail signs?
So you have one.
And why is the L at the end capitalized?
Rob wanted to be funny.
No, it's just I didn't, do the font on it wasn't too good. When I had doing fonts, You want me to get a little white out and fix it?
No, I'm just trying, because if I flip it upside down and squint, it turns into railed.
But enough about Saturday nights.
All right. So here's the thing.
How to figure out if you have dyslexia.
Can you say dyslexia in the first place? Yes.
Nope.
Huh? All right. How quickly can you get the necessary ingredients for one of these rituals?
I'm not sure. Do I have the actual instructions for rituals and what I need and everything?
From the different sources we've got?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. We have gotten to the point that shit's knocking on Geist's front door, And they're powerful enough to make sure nobody is tracking it. That tells me that it is possibly as bad or worse than Maher, and the sooner we figure out how to deal with it, the better.
So it's like a Maher cult is coming after us?
I don't know. It's either pro or anti. Either way, it's trying to, absolutely dick with us.
It would take some translation to actually suss out how the ritual is performed.
I can do a lot of that AI algorithm wise. I mean, as long as the ancient texts don't have any combination of Ed, Son, or Vix, we're okay.
That's all it is.
It's all the way down. Oh, let me go through my Hangul. Edison Bikasu. Oh.
Oops.
Damn it.
Oops.
Coincidentally,
There are no coincidences.
No, there are not.
Yes. Derek's going to blame it on a brownout, because that's what the Chinese food did to him.
yeah, you could try and
Derek
upload.
has a brownout from Chinese food.
The biggest issue is
I have created the brown.
it would be doing a lot of code breaking because the languages of this text are not entirely known.
I think I can handle that.
It's a matter of just
you also-
cryptography.
No, because you also don't particularly understand.
There's a difference between cryptography and semiotics on this, because when we're going into the actual cultural, nuance of the ritual, it might get a little wobbly.
There's also language structure may not be
Yeah.
the same, and it's a lot more. It's a lot different than just different symbols used to write out English. Or it would take some work. This isn't something you can do in a day or bash through in an hour. You might need resources beyond.
How much resources does Kimmy have?
Lots of them. He's talking like people. Does
Oh.
anybody have contacts? That's contacts or allies would be what we
Nope.
Mentor.
Yeah, who do you think my mentor is with 3 dots? I'm pretty sure my mentor is the one dude.
One Geist.
Yeah, I assume
Yeah.
my mentor is Geist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you are such a tool.
Who, me?
Yes,
For
you.
what? For taking Geist as my mentor?
No, you actually have a bit of a modicum of respect for Geist because he's taught you your.
Just so dreamy.
No, he basically got you into the your Numina.
Yeah, I mean, so what am I supposed to say about it, you know?
The technical term is you don't shit where you eat, but
Yeah. I'm sure Tate has some.
He's
some
also the one
context.
that gave you your tarot deck,
Yeah.
which he at length spoke of getting from a what?
nothing.
A Romany woman in
Yeah.
St. Petersburg.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know.
Trading her a piece of the true cost.
Yeah.
After lifting a curse.
My God. See, that was the problem. Is the piece of the True Cross was the one that was embedded in the stock of the cursed AK-47 that was used in the...
No, the curse was placed by Pazuzu.
We need 2 priests. 1 young and 1 old.
We also need a goat and a guy who can go like this.
Anyway, he went to Geist's the house.
Oh, he's currently at the office.
No, he was going to go find Geist. That's
Okay.
where he was going.
Yep.
Last known location would be on campus.
Yes.
You show up. He is there.
This is
Says
your
hello.
time to shine, Derek.
He says hello.
Here you go. I was told to bring you these because it caused a problem.
That's all you remember?
It's enough.
These note cards caused a problem.
It's the name.
The name.
The name causes the problem.
He opens one up. Opens the other.
And then he vanishes. That's weird.
And then he dies.
Yes.
There goes my mentor.
There's
Your points gone up in smoke.
That happens. Derek goes,
And then
I know who I need to call first.
And then
And
Kimiko's
it's not
backpack.
911.
Kimiko's backpack grows black wings. Because every time a Geist dies.
Calls Kimiko. Hey, good news. It's only good news for you.
So, okay. Edison Vickers.
You try and search that and it will wipe it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He turns to his terminal and goes to Garoogle and...
Yes, girl.
I don't see what her problem is. Clearly her computer skills are insufficient.
No. Don't.
Yeah.
gets a
Derek is
listing
annoyed with him.
of the company, its stock listing, and the company website, which seems to talk a lot about their logistics business and their information business, and that's it.
Nothing about that person.
Oh, it has a site talking about the executive board, or a page talking about the executive board. But
Were you actually going to reveal why this is important?
Because this was the person that showed up at your place to buy your kids.
No, that was a lawyer, but he did say he worked for Edison Vickers.
You already knew this.
I knew he introduced himself as a lawyer and worked for this company and had drawn up papers to have the company adopt the children.
Side note, this is hardly a weird happening in the world of darkness.
It appears since the most recent Supreme Court decision, corporate people count as real people in more ways than anyone realizes.
Wait a minute. I'm just going to note that down, so because there's no way that you would immediately pass that on to me. So,
So yeah,
This
that's
it
actually
would
a
be one of
terrible
those things
thing.
that I would text the moment I hear.
don't lie. You're recording the entire conversation.
Yeah.
Kimiko.
No, that's fair.
You probably dialed Kimiko the moment you got there and put it on speaker.
No,
Well,
Kimiko
no.
just bugged him because she
that's-
doesn't think he's smart enough
problem,
to deal with
The problem
that.
actually is, right now, Kimiko's trying to harden her network so that, typing, like, Edison Vickers in, like, a row doesn't immediately crash all of her systems.
So, yeah, no, I knew some of the gentleman. I was more interested in if he had any.
Well, tell him the problems we've been having trying to look up Edison Vickers.
Anytime you look it up, and immediately you get so much going on, and then it just all goes poof, and gets wiped and erased.
Well, it
And
sounds like he looked up stuff and it did not wipe his computer out because he's
he
looking for
looked up
very
the
basic
company
stuff.
he was attached to, not things about him.
Yeah.
We were trying to find out
I-
the person.
That seems. So, the young miss had issues
Twice.
More than twice.
looking up what exact. So, she was looking into this individual.
You got him the papers, right?
Yeah, I sent I gave. Actually, I might have just given the envelope to you to take over. Just
Okay.
give him goddamn envelope. This could be a.
Well, this could probably enlighten him.
Absent-minded
Drops
thing.
the envelope.
He opens it,
We
examines.
tried to put some of this information out, and the one specific to that guy was erased.
To the lawyer?
Just point to the Edison Vickers stuff.
This.
Oh,
This.
wow, that's a Kevin roll.
Is it
All
successes?
No, there was one that wasn't a success.
So,
Many successes. He kind of goes through what looks to be the financial papers, accounting and such, and says that this is not legal.
kind of figured that.
Now this is showing a lot of shell companies for this
Yeah.
multinational.
What Kimiko is not is a forensic accountant.
I mean, I can't piece together exactly, but I can tell there's a lot of shifting funds in this.
At what point is Derek going to actually text me about what's going on?
I would be texting you pretty much.
Why
all the
don't
time.
you call Kimiko, put her on speaker?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm literally trying to image, 4 hard drives at once. What you need, Prof?
This company is
Yeah. It is what?
has many illegal shell companies attached to it. These accounting records put it in at least.
Okay. I don't want to cut you off at the knees on this, but everything associated with this company is as subtle as a 10-pound sledge. So I don't really think it has escaped you the exact, thing we're dealing with, even though I realize that both Derek and Cole have failed to actually, suss out the full name of the company.
Edison Vickers, the full name?
No, the full name.
I just assumed that...
No. What do they do? What's their full corporate name?
Oh, it's Saturday.
These guys are not doing this for any good reason. What's the name, Rob? You got it right there.
It's in that book.
Edison Vickers. What's the company focused on? What's their industry?
Oh, what they're focused on is like not transportation. It was.
It's involved in there, but yeah.
It regards moving things.
Well, yeah, it's the movement of data and goods. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the Edison moment. What did you? Yeah,
to say it?
I actually that's close. Kevin, I understand why you didn't go with it, but you should have just said who he was working for.
Yay! Kevin laughed.
What did Rob? Did you what's the full name of the corporation?
I don't know.
It's not what I wrote.
Let me see your notebook. I thought you wrote this down.
It was said earlier, and I'm just...
It should be like that page or so. I know it's Edison Vickers Logistics.
Logistics is is you're missing the part with the data.
Analytics.
No. Not analytics.
For some reason, analytics popped up something that in my head I can't
Okay.
remember.
Tay, you've got this. Start writing for me. The corporate the corporate. Okay, start. Okay.
Yeah, there's
We're,
not
we're,
much
we're
there.
gonna abbreviate it for like the stock ticker. So we know it's Edison. So what do you write down? E. Vickers. Information. And logistics.
Oh yeah, it's way back here on page 2.
Okay, well,
Do you get it now? Do you fucking get it yet? Rob?
Yeah, I get it.
Do you?
Subtle. Subtle.
That's a
World
problem.
of
Kevin's a
darkness.
little too...
Oh no, see, these are long years of dealing with Rick doing the same sort of shit.
No, I'm just saying that I wouldn't expect someone to do something like that.
It stoops so low.
Yeah, something like this as evil. I'm
Just
expecting something deep and something that's really well.
I'm sorry.
It's just evil.
This was J level.
No, this was. I give you
It's
that much.
totally not this.
No, see, that's
Well,
the
what's on your card, anyways? Let me see.
Hobby Lobby.
Evil.
Hobby Lobby.
I was like, me.
Yeah, so,
What's bad was I'm thinking Edison talking to the dead. It's really stupid. I was getting really
see, the
weirdly deep and completely off the subject.
no, I think it all still
I didn't
relates.
have a light bulb.
Ding. So, yeah,
No, that was one of those moments where I'm just like...
Eureka!
Oh.
and he looks up and says, "You don't smell so good yourself."
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that maybe Herr Dr. Geist doesn't do business with the evil corporation. Just going to throw that out there.
had no intention to sell
So here's the big question. What nationality are your orphans originally? Because the Supreme Court says it doesn't matter.
Most of them are American.
Most.
Ooh.
I have
That's
one
the
who has
problem.
dual citizenship with Israel.
Yeah, I think that's where the sticking point's going to be. But yeah, the evil corporation is now on our ass. They have cost me. I won't get into the accounting of how much, time and data loss I'm dealing with on this. But they've got a fail-safe setup that is keeping me from, doing any deep research, which tells me they're wielding bigger hardware.
I would assume at their level, and considering these financial documents, they don't want anybody digging.
Oh no. See, that's the thing is, if this is malware, it is universal malware. If it is not malware, it is something far worse, and we need better ways of dealing with it than I can bring to bear. So, with that in mind, if it has to do with Edison Vickers, okay, the phone didn't cut off. If it has to do with, damn it. If it has to do with them, then this is something that we cannot handle without a far greater resource pool from which to draw. And that's the thing between this, between that, between the bigger problems in Tristan de Cunha, and so on. I feel like all of this is coming to an extremely sharp point tomorrow. Because all of this was in motion before we got back, hence why the lawyer showed up on your doorstep today. So,
well, I will simply say I have no intention of giving that corporation 17 children.
I'm going to be frank here.
Just 16.
Yeah. I'm going to be frank here, Professor. That was the least of my concerns.
Good. Okay.
My concern is more the global multinational corporation with the ability to do Israeli-level malware insertions within milliseconds. That's my problem.
Bet the lady in black could do stuff like this.
I don't know. I think she's gone off grid and probably.
I'm just saying that's her level of power.
Yeah, it might be, and like I say, beyond my pay grade.
Yeah,
we
established that last time.
We need a bigger resource pool to draw from. Right now, we're essentially powerless. So, with that in mind, that's what we know. And yeah, I think I'm going to go do some meditating out back. If you need anything else, peace out.
Boop.
Click.
How's your hand?
Yeah. I can close it now.
Okay.
That's good.
Good.
Well, how many lethal levels did you have?
He had one.
He's got, what, like another week to go on that before it heals?
Fully, yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay.
That's why I specified is that I can actually articulate it now a bit. But it still hurts.
So, yeah.
He gives you a salve. A poultice.
Cool.
Alright. The next thing is going to be figuring out what you need me to acquire to look into this ritual, because I honestly figure that if we can see if there's any connections, I'm at a dead end. The whole Edison Vickers thing has pretty much shut down any use I can bring to the researching. So we've got to go weird the other direction.
Yeah.
And that means we've got to figure out what these rituals actually entail. We've got to figure out how to enact them, what the actual likely outside of them is, and what this has to do with X and Y. And that's where I'm at, because...
Trying to drag X into this?
She's gonna give it to you.
You could probably actually use her disciple to give it to you.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take a week that way.
Tragically.
Actually,
Crossover event.
Woo! No, the problem there is here's another difficulty with Rob taking Geist as a mentor. If he'd taken literally anybody else, he might have had like a spiritual leader that taught actual magic to people, and therefore he might actually know a healer. Otherwise, everything's dependent on Geist.
Yeah.
So.
He gave me a salve, so.
Yeah, that actually may heal it anyway, for all we know. Now he's going to bring out a rain stick and, wave it over your head. I feel better now. So,
I'm not going to question this.
Right now, our big thing is we've got weird movement with Edison Vickers. I can't make heads or tails of the crap in the envelope. And they're moving on Geist, but that could be unrelated to the cult of Maher. But coincidences are never coincidences. Anything else? Anything I'm missing?
Seems to be pretty,
Right now we've got a hard limit of 6 months that we've got to figure out what the hell's going on. Geist is doing a proper Princess Celestia where he doesn't tell us anything until after the fact. And the evil corporation is just being evil for evil's sake. But given that Kevin's, hammering all of the, World of Darkness seismic events, this is... Are we current day? Are we in 2022?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the second presidential assassination in a span of about 8 years. Okay.
Yeah, because Fitzhugh came into power.
He came into power around 14.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was after they'd wiped out pretty much the executive branch and about half of the Congress. Supreme Court was untouched at that point, but that was full succession down to, lower echelons of Congress, which is why Fitzhugh as a senator was put into place. And he basically just picked Adler out of, a bucket to be vice.
Yeah, they even got the designated survivor, which is nuts.
Well, to be honest, since, out of character we know that Talon Adler is a reckoning hunter, he's going to be able to soak, way more than generally able. Plus the fact that, he probably has dedicated Tannhauser bodyguards.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Feels very World of Darkness that he would have a non-governmental organization end up being his
Oh, no.
quote Secret Service.
No, probably what Adler would do is just quietly promote, the guys he wants into the position.
Oh, okay. So it's a little less obvious.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
No, it's just, this world of darkness is just like, whereas we have, like,
Actual
Blackwater
protocols,
people doing, like, all sorts of government stuff that used to be not, we just have to take it a level further that, we have, quote-unquote, Blackwater type dudes doing bodyguarding work in the U.S. versus in some other country.
Well, that's the thing is, Blackwater already functions as, a sort of unofficial terror squad for the U.S. anyway.
Yeah.
Which is funny, because they're owned by a German company.
Who, Blackwater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's painting such a reductive picture. Let's not talk about the Chinese generals on the board.
Yeah. But no, because Blackwater was bought by Monsanto, which was bought by Bayer.
Yeah, like I say, that's, again, reductionist because the, Chinese generals on the board and, so on.
Geist asks how you all are faring, if you need any assistance.
This is all you, big guy. What do you think you should be asking? Oh, Lord. Yet another character asks Derek, what do you want?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I can't help you on this.
Hey, honestly, we're kind of throwing lines out there trying to reel something in, but we're not getting much. So help would be appreciated, or even a guiding push would be appreciated.
And what angle are you working?
Currently,
What
personally,
are you?
I don't like the situation that we're gonna try.
Well,
More because you saw the news update from where we were, right?
no.
You do know it's also referred to as the Mind Bloom. Meher.
Oh. Wasn't entirely. Hadn't.
The people on the island we were on got turned into
Head flowers?
yeah.
Okay. That tracks with the mummified remains I've seen.
Huh. Yeah, the other two are trying to do a kind of ritual, but without invoking him, to maybe get insight.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it.
Joyce leans over.
Yeah.
Alexa, set Google alert. Unexplained fires. From Corby. Good, thanks.
Yeah. Well, I'm here if you need help. But it seems like you three are marshaling forward on your own.
For the most part. We spun our wheels for how long? At least an hour.
I would make sure that you have some sort of
Safeguard.
warding available.
logical thing here would be to ask him to give us some warding. Oh.
I will bring this up. I'll just pull it from the pocket.
You mean like this?
And you mean like this thing?
Oh dear God, that's not a warding. That's Maher himself.
Oh!
Guy's eyes blast forward and melt out.
Huh.
That should suffice.
All right, cool. Well, we got that covered then.
Clever boy.
Derek's like, I get to be part of the club again.
I got praised.
Well, if you need, again, any help or to ask questions or hypothesize, you know where I'll be at. You have my number.
Yep. Will do.
Don't get yourself killed. And
Cannot promise that one.
don't summon any otherworldly entities too often.
We'll try not to.
Okay.
Huh. In case of worst case scenario and I lose an arm, do you know a guy that
If you
could maybe
lose an
put an
arm.
arm on?
Kimiko gave me this really cool gift and I really want to use it, but I don't know how to use it, so, can you...
It's
for
in a case of...
a prosthetic?
Yes.
I mean, you can get most prosthetics at hospitals. They have.
This is a well-functioning prosthetic.
You
What
said
are you
arm,
asking?
right?
Yes.
What are you asking?
Can you call up your technocracy friends and help me with a thing?
I'll get back to you on that then.
Okay.
I don't currently have it on me. It is...
I don't currently have it
It's
on
in
me
a
'cause
safe place.
Yeah, because Kimiko's house is a safe place at the moment.
No.
Oh, did you
It's
gank
hidden
it?
in the base.
Oh, you ganked it.
You handed it to me in a bag. You never took it back.
Bitch, if you think base equals safe, you really don't understand this game. Right, Kevin? Right, Rob?
Yes.
Yeah, remember, background points are there to be taken away.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put any points in the base.
Because
it's pointless.
We've been burned.
Yeah, they aren't worth anything. I don't want to waste
Yeah,
points.
keep in mind, you have to divide your base points between space and security.
There's three things.
Oh, what's the
It was
accessibility or? 'Cause I know one was size, one was security.
size, security, and I would actually have to look it up because
Okay.
here's the thing. What I remember is that game that we are coyly talking about. Rob, how many points did Friedrich have in his base? Do you remember? You remember that?
I don't know.
15.
It's a lot. Okay. I know he
15.
involved the mansion and security.
Dang.
No, 15 points. You've put in 5, I think.
Yeah, I just want to make
Three.
sure Derek Tay understands exactly what those points are gonna give you. That
I
No.
have 3.
No, it was actually really terrible because we'd put lots of points in, and those lots of points didn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
We were really irritated with it.
All right, so I'm gonna assume you scurry on back.
Yeah.
scurry.
Scary.
You last you see of the professor is him
Steepling his fingers and
No.
chortling to himself.
putting some items into his briefcase and preparing to leave. And you guys are back at the house, preparing for.
Or were you going to tell us that you we're going to keep us safe with the ward.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell Rob so he can actually, inscribe it on something. And,
Oh no, it's on a tent stake.
I have to
Yeah,
put it in
this
the
guy, I
ground.
assumed it was just he had to put it in the ground and it would work.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. What's the radius on it? Does he have to hammer it into my hardwood floors?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if any of that details got to me though.
Well, that's
Put
the
it
thing.
on the ground and it.
I don't want you.
Magically, it'll do things.
Oh my lord! I don't want you hammering
It was
holes in my hardwood
vaguely
floors.
described as that.
Base of operation.
There was no magic item description.
Okay, it is luxury, size, and security.
Oh, that's right. Luxury.
Yeah, luxury. One is thrift store. Size 1 is small apartment or underground chamber. Security 1 is you have locks and not much else. No, we had invested all the points we could invest into it. We had 15 points for my for the base. It got ignored. We are bitter. All right. Was there anything else, or is this where we fade to black and
Might want to
prepare for
fade to black.
Yeah,
just
this is
because
where we're fading to black because I'm getting.
We fade.
Kevin's fading to black.
Kevin fading black?
Rob's starting to get tired.
Whoa.
So.
Anyway.
Anyway.